Howdy y'all, my name's Callum Ledwidge and I've been a DM for y'all for about a year. I've never played in the Westmarches, I've only DM'd. But one of my favourite stories coming from that is one I like to call How to Cook a Kenku. Tonrak the Hammer finds a distress call coming from the Chitrin Isles and he's like, you know what, this could be an issue. So he gets Bogdan, Dalinar, Older, Falkor and Juan and says, look lads, sort that out for us, will ya? So, they head up to the Chitrin Isles. They find this distress call is not coming from any settlement, but a cave system, deep beneath the islands. And they're like, okay, well, it's a bit dark, it's a bit dingy, but you know, that comes with the job, it's a cave. But then they find all the water in this cave is actually pH 2, pH 1, highly caustic acid. And they're like, oh, well, no jumping up and down in muddy puddles then. But then they find the bugs. Oh, the bugs. The big bugs, the angry bugs, the I don't kiss the homies goodnight, I'm going to mess you up bugs. Now, these guys are level 6 and 7, so they're managing pretty well, but they fight their way through these bugs with little to no effort. They're running low on spell slots, and they're running low on healing, and you can see they're getting worn out. And as a DM, you're like, okay, at this point, I should probably throw something a bit harder at them. So there's this big boat chilling in the middle of the caves that the bugs are dragged down from the port. And they're like, Callum, this is obviously a trap. There's no way in hell we're going to fall for this. And I'm like, give it a few minutes. And then, you know, their voice of reason comes in. What if there's survivors? What if there's gold? What if there's magic items we just don't get? And eventually they all come to the consensus the boat needs to be explored, so they all just kind of wander in, being careful, obviously. They even leave someone to keep watch. Older saves them keeps watch. And they're like, okay, there's basically nothing in here. So they come out and they obviously get ambushed. The fight begins, and it's not going well for them. They're getting surrounded by these humanoid soldier bugs that are slashing away at them with swords. And in the background, they have big cannoneer bugs with bioweapons strapped to their backs, blowing them to bits. And they're struggling, and they're running low on health, and Older goes down. And Juan, seeing that Older goes down, and recognizing that's a big blow to their DPS, gets up and says, hey, I should probably help him out there. So he gets up to defend Older, or at least try and stabilize him. And one of the bugs sees that he's chilling on a boat that is in a lake of acid, split in two. This bug goes, jumps up on the boat, looks Juan dead in the eye, and says, hola muchacho, tackles him into the water, and he slowly begins to dissolve. So Juan's got a turn and a half before he straight up dies, which means that Bogdan has to run through 5 opportunity attacks, hop up on the boat, dive into the water, kill the bug that's grappling Juan, pull him out, and make sure he's still alive, all in like the space of a turn. And through brilliant teamwork, I must say, Dalinar, Falkor, and Older, Bogdan manages to pull this up, and he keeps Juan alive, and they finish the encounter, and everyone's like, woohoo, this is brilliant, and they keep walking, and the doors shut behind them, and the boss battle begins. Oof.